live. Sorry to keep you waiting. We were having some technical difficulties. Hopefully those are the end of them. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hi everyone, I'm Becky. I was your host last week, and I will be your host for the rest of the baby shower this month, pardon me. If you're watching, say hi. I see 5 people watching. Say hi in the chat. Let me know who's watching. I'd like to see some familiar names, some familiar faces. Tell us where you're watching from. Are you watching from Calgary? If you are, I'm so sorry. It's been a terribly cold and windy and rainy day. If you're watching from somewhere else in the country or maybe somewhere else in the world, I hope the weather is nicer and warmer. Hey, Jennifer Ratter, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hi, our family is watching from Calgary. Hey, Charlotte. Thanks for joining in. Super happy to have you. I'm glad you joined us. So, as I said, I'm Becky. I'm your host tonight. In the chat right now, we have one of our wildlife rehabilitators named Melanie. Melanie was feeding a porcupine with me last week if you joined us, a super adorable porcupine. Hey, Maureen McCormack, I'm glad you said hi because I was hoping you'd say hi tonight. I've been seeing you active on our socials a lot, one of our top fans, so thanks so much, Maureen, for joining us tonight. Back to Melanie, so she just said hi to everyone. She's in the chat. She's going to be popping in some useful information. If you have any questions, please make sure to ask Mel. Nothing is silly, no question silly, anything you want to ask about wildlife or the animals you're going to be seeing tonight, she will answer them. She'll also have some interesting facts as well as some important links. So keep your eye on the chat. As we're waiting for everyone to come in, hey, Maddie just joined us, Maddie DeWald, thanks for coming. I wanted to share some news with everyone actually. It was a interesting week last week. We went viral. Calgary Wildlife went viral on TikTok and on Instagram. One of our videos that our wildlife rehabbers did about a saw-whet owl's ear, not eye, ear, went viral. I think the last time I checked, we had about 30 million views. So if you haven't yet already, please make sure to check that out. And a huge shout out to Vienna for doing that great video for us. So joining us tonight also, we have Nadine. She's one of our vet techs. She'll be feeding the babies we have tonight. And who is that? We have some stinking cute skunks. I used that term last year. I'm going to use it again this year because skunks can get sort of a bad rap sometimes. And here at Calgary Wildlife, we're really trying to change people's opinions about skunks. So they are adorable, and we have some tiny, teeny, tiny babies with us this evening. What are we doing here this evening? Well, we're raising funds. As I said, we're raising money for our wild babies. At this time of the year, we take in about 5 times the amount we would in the off season. So that means obviously we have to spend a lot more money on food, on vitamins, on supplements. So our goal this year is to raise about $30,000, and that will cover 3 months of food and vitamin costs. So we have a lot of great ways for you to do that. The first way is a 50-50 raffle. Last time I checked, we were at about $5,400, I think. So Melanie can pop that link in the chat below. Make sure you get your tickets. That pot can get all the way up to 20K. So that's 10,000 for you and 10,000 for our patients. That runs until the 14th of July. So we still have a lot of time. Make sure you get your tickets. The second way is we have a fantastic, generous donor who is pledged to match every single donation up to $5,000. So your impact will be doubled if you donate via the double the donation link that Mel will be popping in the chat for you. And we're really close to hitting our target. We're at about $4,600. So $400 more, you guys, and we are there. So please donate. Your donation will be matched. It will be doubled. Huge shout out to the Nielsen Family Wildlife Fund for pledging to match all of the donations up to $5,000. So thank you. And finally, a special opportunity for all of our viewers right now. So all of you people who are watching live, if you donate via the dedicated donation link that Mel is putting in the chat below, the first 10 donors of $25 or more from right now until 9 p.m. tonight will be sent a special thank you for donating to the 2023 baby shower gift. This is a limited edition gift. You can't buy it on our website. You only get it from donating tonight and maybe next week and the week after, but only from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. tonight. So those are your options. I'm gonna stop yabbering on now. I'm sure you're tired of hearing my voice. I got a note from one of my supporters just saying that the lens, I look blurry. I'm just gonna, thanks Bonnie Presser. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. All right. That's the beauty of live videos, right guys? You never know what's gonna happen. So, where was I? I'm gonna stop yabbering away. I'm going to introduce you to one of our wonderful vet techs. She is going to be in feeding these adorable little guys tonight. I can hear them, they're hungry. So it's gonna be super cute. I'm just gonna flip you over and say hello to Nadine. Hello, Nadine.
Hi, out there.
Everyone is saying hi. Everyone's giving us thumbs up and hearts. Everyone's happy. Hannah says, sorry, Becky. That applies to the match donations, correct? Hannah, Mel will answer your question in the chat below. If not, send me a message after the live and we will answer your question. So, Nadine, a few questions before we get into it. Tell us a bit about a baby skunk's journey from the time they're born until they kind of leave their moms.
Yeah, so baby skunks are known as kits. When they're born, they're quite defenseless. They're hairless and blind, and they depend on mom. Mom will nurse them much like any puppies and kittens you might have noticed. When they're about 2 or 3 weeks, they start venturing out of the den with mom to learn to forage. And by 7 weeks, they're fully weaned from mom.
Wonderful. So like any mammal, they drink milk, love to drink the milk just like any mammal does, of course. So why do we have, I was going to say that we had 23 skunks in our care. However, I just heard before we started that we have about 30 now. So some were just brought in before we went live. So we have about 30 in our care right now.
Yeah, it was a busy day.
Yes. And I'm getting a note from Maureen saying, can Nadine speak a bit louder? I'm going to flip over to me just for 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Technical difficulties. All right, sorry. This is the problem, Maureen. Thanks for bringing that up. We were having mic issues. We were having technical issues. So yeah, when it's the other person, it's super quiet. So we're trying our best. We will speak louder. I'm going to get Nadine to yell. All right, thanks for that. So Nadine, my question is, we have 30 in our care right now. Why do we have so many in our care?
So parents oftentimes, they get accidentally trapped and displaced. Otherwise, they can get attacked by predators or run over by vehicles.
And then we end up, unfortunately, caring for all of these little orphaned skunks. Gotcha. There's a misconception that skunks like to spray. We all know, you know, at Calgary Wildlife, this is not true. Could you tell our viewers some of the warning signs a skunk will show before they spray?
Yeah, for sure. So most skunks, they have poor eyesight and they're very slow. So they try to avoid people as much as possible. If you do encounter a stressed out skunk, they'll often be stamping their feet, hissing and growling. So it's a good sign to probably just back off really slowly.
Yeah, and back to me just for 1 second. The point of that is slowly, so no running or screaming and yelling. That's, you know, definite spray behavior. So make sure you're quiet and slow when you do back away. Thanks for that. And our final question before we get to the feeding, I can hear them. They're hungry.
Very hungry.
What do they eat while they are in care with us when they're little?
So if they come in with their eyes closed, we have to often feed them a specialized skunk formula, and that's, if their eyes are closed, it's every 2 hours. As they get older and start eating solids, we transition them to feeding formula 4 times a day and then less as they get older.
Fantastic, thank you. All right, I'm going to flip back to me if you want to start getting ready with our first patient. So, as we always do in any kind of feeding situation with wild animals, and of course this is standard wildlife rehab protocol, feedings, we remain quiet. We do this, you know, to not stress out, so the patients don't get stressed out. We do this so our patients don't become accustomed to the sounds of our voices, and it's just sort of standard protocol to keep our voices low. So that's what we'll be doing. We're going to be quiet. Mel is going to be in the chat giving lots of information, and I can hear them. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. Mel's going to be giving information, and we are now getting to the time where I'm going to slowly get my voice down quiet, and we'll see you in a few minutes after the second. We have 2 feedings, so we'll see you after the second one. I think that guy is about 2 weeks old. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but we have another one who hates being in her crate. She just wants to get out. Here she comes, all right. Adorable. More. Oh my gosh. I think these guys are a couple weeks old. 2 or 3 maybe. I think she's still hungry. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's flip back over to Nadine. Whoa! So how old are these ones? Are we thinking about 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah, so the second one there, she came in with her eyes closed, so she really loves the bottle. But yeah, she's probably about 3 or 4 weeks old now.
Wow, she's so loud. She's louder than you, Nadine. You can take a lesson from her.
Yeah.
So we have about 30 in our care right now, and we have to feed them formula with the bottle. How often do we feed them formula every day when they're this age?
So at this age, they get about 4 feedings a day.
Wow, and with 30 skunks, that's a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of resources. After they've been weaned off the formula, what are they eating?
So they love to eat wet canned food and the dry cat food as well. They get mealworms, hard-boiled eggs, and fresh fruits and vegetables as well.
Wow, so not cheap. Hard-boiled eggs, blueberries, I imagine, things like that. I know that in the wild, when they're older and foraging, they love to eat things like slugs and wasps and rodents. So if you're a gardener or you live in the city, they are natural pest control.
Yeah.
Exactly. So how long will the skunks stay in our care from the time they're in to the time we release them back to the wild?
So depending on how they put on weight, it'll probably be about 3 to 4 months.
3 to 4 months. Wow, that's a long time. Okay, so my final question before we end for the evening, how much does it cost to feed just one kit for the whole time they're in our care?
So it'll be about $1,200 per kit for those 3 to 4 months.
Back to me. That's my cue. $1,200 for one kit. You know, my math isn't the strongest, but at 30 kit, that's about $36,000 just to feed our baby skunks. So this really is why we need your support this year more than ever, with, you know, inflation and everything just going up. We really need your help, as, you know, rehabilitating wildlife has gotten a lot more expensive. So back to those ways that we can do that. So the 50/50 raffle link, I'll get Melanie to pop that into the chat again when she has a second. Again, that goes until July 14th. We can get the jackpot up to $20,000, so please make sure to tell your family, tell your friends. The more tickets you buy, the more chances you have of winning, and the higher the pot will be. So that's number one. I imagine, I hope that by now our matching donation has already reached $5,000. If it hasn't, you know, just a couple $100 short. So if you could donate via that matching link, your impact will be doubled. Thank you again to the Nielsen Family Wildlife Fund for supporting that this year. And like we mentioned at the beginning, there is a dedicated Calgary Wildlife 2023 baby shower donation link. Melanie can pop that into the chat as well. So the first 10 donors tonight, from when we started the baby shower until 9 p.m. tonight, $25 or more, you will get a special thank you for donating to this year's baby shower gift, limited edition swag in the mail. So you can't get it on the website. You can only get it by donating right now until 9 p.m. So that's there for you. And that's about it for us tonight. It felt like tonight sort of flew by. Hold on. Nadine wants to say something else again. Nadine?
So the skunks really love wet canned food. So if you guys have extra kitty food hanging around, please donate.
Good shout out. I totally forgot that as well. I forgot to mention that we did put a call out on socials a few days ago that we are very short of kitten and puppy wet food. So we have some, I believe, on our Amazon wish list. PetSmart has it, you know, we're not particular about brand, as long as it's not like special dietary or anything like that, just plain old kitten or puppy wet food. We would appreciate any donations of that as well, because these guys, as you saw, are hungry. So we will be back again, same time next week, 7 p.m., same place. Hopefully the weather will be nicer. It won't be as terrible and rainy and cold out. We're not sure who you're going to be seeing next week, but I'll tell you something, we have a lot of great patients in our care right now. That was cute from Amalia, age 6. Oh, hi Amalia, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, super cute. Yeah, so not sure who you're going to be seeing next week, but I can guarantee it will be someone adorable. We have a lot of patients, and it's been non-stop here today, guys, like non-stop. Drop-offs all day long. So we hope to see you next week. Keep an eye on our socials in the next few days. We'll make the announcement before the weekend, hopefully. And again, please share with your family, share with your friends, you know, subscribe to our YouTube. All of those things really help us, you know, get more viewership, more support, more donations. And yeah, that's all for me tonight. So from the whole team at Calgary Wildlife, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us tonight. Get your tickets, donate, share with your family and friends, and same time, same place next week. Have a great night. Bye everyone.